Dear students, today we are going to see chapter 4, direct and inverse proportion. Before going to chapter, I like to recall what is a ratio and a proportion. A ratio is a comparison of two quantities of the same kind. For example, if the quantity A is compared with the quantity B, the ratio can be written in form of A is to B. We can read A, this symbol as is to B. Now, when two ratios A is to B and C is to D are equal, then we say that ratios are in proportion. This can be denoted as A is to B proportionate C is to D. So, the product of means is equal to product of extremes, that we can name it as proportion. That is, BC is equal to AD. Now, under proportion, we are going to see what is a direct proportion and what is an inverse proportion, which given as a notes in page number 82. Two quantities x and y are said to be in direct proportion with each other if they increase or decrease together in such a way that x by y remains constant. Then next it is an inverse proportion if an increase in x and leads to decrease in y, such a way that product xy remains constant. This is an inverse proportion. Now in exercise 4.1, we are going to see question number 3. A dozen bananas cost ₹20. What is the price of 48 bananas? First step, we have to identify whether it is a direct proportion or inverse proportion. When a cost of banana, when a number of bananas increase, automatically the cost of the banana will also increase. Then we can assume this as a direct proportion. How to solve this sum in a classwork note? Before start writing exercise 1.1, first is write your heading, chapter 4, direct and inverse proportion, and write your points given in page number 82. Then you can copy question number 3 in your classwork note. Let's try the sum in the classwork note. Let the required price be x. As the number of banana increase, price also will increase. So, number of bananas and cost in direct proportion. So, write the given heading, number of bananas and cost of bananas is in rupees. And now for 1 dozen, that is 12 bananas, cost is ₹48. What is the cost of 20 bananas? Now here it is a direct proportion. You can write here direct proportion. Now we can do the cross multiply to find the value of x. X means the cost of banana. Okay. Now 12 into x is equal to 20 into 48. Now x equal to 20 into 48 divided by 12. If you simplify this, you will get the answer as 20 into 4 is equal to ₹8. So, for 20 bananas, the cost is ₹80. Is it clear, student? Let's move to question number 4. What is the given question? A group of 21 students paid ₹840 as entry fees for a magic show. How many students entered in the magic show if the total amount paid? So, what will be the heading? So, let the required number be x. So, the heading, number of students number of students and entry fees. Entry fees is rupees, is it? Okay. Now, for 21 students, the entry fees is rupees 840. What will be the number of students for rupees 1680? And here it is a direct proportion. Okay, for direct proportion, this is an easy way to do the cross multiplication. That is 840 into x, which gives you 1680 into 21. So x equal to 1680 into 21 divided by this transposition is 840. If you're simplifying this, you can get the answer as x equal to 42. That is, for 42 students, the entry fees is rupees 1680. The answer you should write here, number of students entered magic show is equal to 42 students. Is it clear, student? Let's move to question number 5. What will be the question? A birthday party is arranged in third floor of a hotel. 120 people. So what will be the heading? Number of people and number of trips in the lift. So for 8 trips, 120 people reach the party hall. How many people will reach in 12 trips? Okay, same. Let the number of people be. Number of people attend the party. TBX. So the heading, number of people and number of trips. Okay, number of people for 120 people. The trips is, what is the given in the question? The trip in the lift is 8 trips. And what will be for, given in the for 12 trips, what will be the count of the people? Is, it is a direct proportion. If less people, automatically the trips also will be less. If it is a more people, so the trips also will more. So it is a direct proportion. Now cross multiply 8 into x, which gives you 120 into 12. X equal to 120 into 12 divided by 8. If you simplify this, in 8 tables, 8 ones are 8 15s are, it will be 180 people. So in 12 trips, the 180 people attend the party. So same like fifth sum, you can try the sixth sum and seventh sum as a homework sum. You can try in the homework note. Okay, coming to 8th one, the half a meter of cloth cost rupees 15. Find the cost of 8 1/3 meters of the same cloth. Yes, ma. We can try this sum in the classwork note. Question number 8. Okay, what will be the heading? Let the cost of cloth required be X. Okay, cost of cloth and length of cloth in meter. Okay, for rupees 50, the length of the cloth is half meter. Then what will be cost for 8 1/3 meter? So 8 1 by 3, which is equal to 8 3s are 24, 24 plus 1 25, 25 by 3 meter. Now it is a direct proportion. For more cloth, you have to pay more. So now it is a direct proportion. So we can do the cross multiplication. Okay. 15 into 25 divided by 3 is equal to half into x. Yes, the value of x we have to find, so we can keep this one. The transposition of 1 by 2 to this side as 2 by 1. So 15 into 25 divided by 3 into 2 by 1, which gives you x. If you simplify this, you will get the answer as the cost is rupees 250. So for 8 1 by 3 meter, the cost is rupees 250. Is it clear, students? Let's move to next question. Is question number 9. Okay, here in the question they are given as a unitary method. What is a unitary method? To find the value of 1. So here they are given the weight of 72 books is rupees 9 kg. What is the weight of 40 such book? For that, in the unitary method, we have to find the weight of one book so that we can find the value of 40 books. Okay, question number 9. Weight of 72 books is equal to 9 kg. So that in gram we can change it. So 1 kilogram is equal to 1000 gram. So 9 kilogram is equal to 9000 gram. So 9000 gram. Okay, now weight of one book is equal to 9000 divided by 72. By usual division method, you can simplify that so that you will get 125 gram. That is, the weight of one book is 125 gram. So easily now you can find the weight of 40 gram. That is 40 books. So now 125 into 40, which is equal to 5000 gram. So 5000 gram is equal to 5 kilogram. So your answer is weight of 40 books is equal to 5 kilogram. Is it clear, student? I think so you will be able to do question number 10 by using the unitary method in the homework note. So next is question number 11. If 30 men can reap a field in 15 days, how many days can 20 men reap the same field? We are using the unitary method. Okay, so we have to find, yes, question number 11. Okay. 30 men can reap a field in 15 days. Okay, therefore, one man can reap the field in 15 by 30 days, which gives you 1 by 2 days, that is half a day, is it? Therefore, 20 men can reap the field in 1 by 2 into 20 to 1 sir to 10 sir is equal to 10 days. Yes, 30 men can reap the field in 15 days. If we increase the, If 20 men can reap the field in 10 days. Now, move on to question number 12. Valli purchased 10 pens for 180, rupees 180, and Kamala buys 8 pens for rupees 96. Can you say who bought a pen cheaper? Yes, this is easy. Valli purchased 10 pens. First step, you have to find the value of 1 pen for Valli purchase and the value of 1 pen for Kamala bought the pen, is it? So, question number 12 is Valli purchases 10 pens for rupees 180. Okay, Valli purchase 1 pen for 180 divided by 10, which gives you rupees 80. So Valli purchased 1 pen for rupees 18. Next we go to Kamala. Kamala buys 8 pens for rupees 96. So Kamala bought 1 pen is equal to rupees 96 divided by 8, which gives you 12 rupees. Now rupees 12 is less than rupees 8. So Kamala bought cheaper than the Valli. Is it clear, student? And question number 13, you can try as a homework sum. Is it clear for you in exercise 4.1, direct proportion and a unitary method? Try the objective type questions in the book itself, question number 1, 2 and objective type question 15 to 18 in the book itself. And in the homework note, you can try question number 6, 7, 10 and 13. In next session, we will see exercise 4.2 is the inverse proportion. So kindly copy down the sums in the classwork note and submit your note in the school. Thank you, students.